Nobody expected tensions to boil over like this, but they did. During the Silverstone Grand Prix weekend, something unusual happened behind closed doors. Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time world champion, was caught in a heated exchange with Ferrari race engineer Riccardo Adami. This wasn't just a small disagreement. It sparked discussions across the paddock and raised serious concerns about Ferrari's internal coordination and technical decision-making. This argument was a clear sign that not everything is running smoothly inside Ferrari. It left fans and experts wondering, is Lewis starting to lose confidence in Ferrari's vision? Hamilton came to Silverstone with high hopes of winning again in front of his home crowd. Yet, during qualifying for the 2025 British Grand Prix, things didn't go as planned. Despite topping the timesheets in Q2 and showing strong pace throughout the weekend, he ended up 5th on the grid. The fans were expecting magic, but instead, they saw a frustrating miss. Hamilton pushed hard, but fell short by just 0.203 seconds. Max Verstappen managed to edge him out for a spot on the front row. A disappointed Hamilton later explained that he had understeer in turn 16. I went wide because of the curb and couldn't keep control, he said. The lap was great until that point. I thought even a tenth faster could have put me right up there. But behind this small mistake was a much deeper problem, one that's been affecting Hamilton's performance for a while now. He revealed that Ferrari's SF25 struggles with understeer during low-speed cornering, a serious issue on a technical circuit like Silverstone. According to Lewis, it's not just a setup matter, it's part of the car's design itself. This car always struggles in the slow turns, he said with concern. We're pushing it too hard just to make up for that issue. And when you go over the edge, it's not easy to keep the car stable. It's like walking a tightrope. This kind of problem doesn't just slow the car down. It plays tricks on the driver's focus and strategy over an entire lap. While other teams can maintain stability through tight corners, Ferrari ends up losing critical time, especially in sections of the track that demand precision and balance. At circuits like Silverstone, that loss is enough to ruin an entire qualifying effort. Even with these challenges, Hamilton still managed to outqualify his teammate Charles Leclerc for the second time this season. And while his pure speed plays a role, there's more to it. His mental strength and years of experience give him an edge, even now. As he races into his 40s, still, Lewis isn't getting ahead of himself. When asked if Ferrari could fix this design flaw before the season ends, he didn't sound hopeful. Slowly shaking his head, he replied, I'm not sure. Honestly, this doesn't look like something we can solve with just setup changes. It's about how the car was built from the start. Just moments after stepping out of the car, the Ferrari garage saw rising tensions. According to a trusted figure close to the team, Hamilton confronted Riccardo Adami directly. The discussion quickly turned into a loud argument. Though it took place behind closed doors, voices were clearly heard from the nearby media area. Team members had to step in and calm things down. Hamilton's frustration was clear. He was reported saying, Riccardo, this is not about one mistake. This is about us failing to learn from what's happened over the past 3 races. His tone showed that he was no longer willing to stay quiet about how things were being handled. This wasn't just about a bad lap. It was about a pattern of missteps that he felt had been ignored for too long. Riccardo Adami, who previously worked with Leclerc, had been partnered with Hamilton since the Canadian Grand Prix. That change was meant to improve team communication, but clearly, it's having the opposite effect. Initially, switching engineers looked like a step toward creating stronger teamwork at Ferrari. But now, it's becoming clear that this decision may have created more friction than progress. According to a member of Ferrari's technical team, who preferred not to be named, Hamilton felt that the data presented before Q3 didn't match how the car actually behaved once the tires began losing grip. In his view, he was left to make last-minute guesses on his final lap. This gap between expectation and reality was a key factor in the argument. Hamilton had already worked out a plan with his original technical crew during the Austrian Grand Prix, but now with new voices influencing key decisions, the direction didn't seem to line up anymore. Lewis reportedly believed that Adami's calls during the session didn't reflect the direction he had carefully prepared with his engineers. That misalignment wasn't just frustrating, it made him feel like his efforts were being wasted. And this wasn't an isolated issue. Tension between Hamilton and Ferrari's internal. Hamilton is the kind of driver who needs clear and sharp feedback, especially during key moments of the race weekend. He likes to be challenged in the engineering room, expects immediate responses, and wants the data to match what he feels behind the wheel. That's how he's always worked. Fast thinking, direct, and demanding. But Adami's approach is very different. He's more traditional, patient, and tends to communicate in a more careful, reserved style. It might have worked well with Leclerc, who is known for being more instinctive and easygoing when it comes to strategy, but with Hamilton, that mismatch is becoming a problem. One senior analyst from Italy even pointed out that Adami's style belongs to the old Ferrari culture, slower, more cautious, and not well suited to fast decision-making under pressure. And that's exactly what Hamilton thrives on. Precision, speed, and confidence during communication. Even though Ferrari tried to play it down by calling the disagreement just a standard technical debrief, no one in the paddock is convinced. People close to the team know that there's a growing communication gap, and that's risky, especially when Hamilton's home race is on the line. Whispers in the Italian media suggest something even bigger might be coming. There's talk that Hamilton could ask for a different race engineer before the Hungarian Grand Prix. If things don't improve, not just in terms of performance, but in communication and teamwork, the tension could increase quickly. It's becoming more and more clear that Ferrari's internal struggle isn't just about car upgrades or lap times. It's about the flow of information, the alignment between driver and engineer, and how much trust actually exists behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, there's another interesting twist. Hamilton has been receiving new upgrades before Leclerc this season, a clear sign that Ferrari sees him as their top bet. At the Austrian Grand Prix, he was the first to try out a fresh aerodynamic floor. That move sparked a lot of talk in the paddock about how the team is shifting its focus. Even with all the internal tension, Hamilton continues to hold his ground. He's showing that his voice matters not just in the cockpit, but also in the way the team moves forward. While Leclerc looked frustrated after managing only 7th place in qualifying, Hamilton stood firm. His influence within the team is growing stronger. Some say Ferrari is beginning to shape itself around him, rather than the other way around. Looking at the results from the British Grand Prix qualifying, it's clear the competition is tight. Lando Norris took pole for McLaren, delivering a strong lap that caught everyone's attention. Right behind him was George Russell in second for Mercedes. Max Verstappen claimed third for Red Bull, while Oscar Piastri secured fourth in the other. McLaren, Hamilton completed the top 5 for Ferrari, even starting from 5th. Betting against Hamilton at Silverstone is never a safe move. He's pulled off stunning drives here before, through wet conditions, after setbacks, even when the odds seem stacked against him. This track holds more than just curves and corners for him. It's where he's made history. After qualifying, Hamilton was calm. He didn't show frustration, only focus. "This isn't the final result," he said. "We've still got the race, and I'm going to give everything. I'm not done yet." That's Lewis Hamilton in a nutshell.com. In the chaos, always believing there's a chance, no matter what. His Ferrari might not be flawless. The SF25 may not be the most consistent car on the grid. But as long as Hamilton is in that seat, there's always a possibility that something remarkable can happen. Ferrari may be under immense pressure, but Hamilton's presence offers something the team desperately needs right now: stability through experience, and calm in the face of turbulence. Despite the car's imperfections and the growing questions about internal dynamics, Hamilton still manages to extract performance and bring hope where others might see only frustration. This isn't just about lap times, it's about what Hamilton represents. His ability to push through problems, whether mechanical, strategic, or interpersonal, has made him a central figure not only in the garage but across the entire F1 world. He has become more than just a driver for Ferrari. He's become their compass in the storm. The way Hamilton keeps showing up, especially at circuits that carry meaning like Silverstone, says a lot about his mindset. He doesn't fold under pressure. Instead, he channels it. And when many start questioning whether he still has what it takes, that's usually when he proves them wrong. Ferrari's car may not be the fastest right now, and its internal structure may be going through growing pains. But Hamilton continues to be the wild card, the element that can shift the narrative at any moment. One clean race, one bold move, one strategic masterstroke, and everything can change. So, is Hamilton's time at Ferrari heading toward a breaking point? Or is this just part of a longer rebuild, a transformation that takes time, tension, and a bit of chaos before it finally clicks? One thing is certain, writing off Lewis Hamilton has never been a smart bet. And with the season far from over, Silverstone may just be the start of something bigger. His determination remains unshaken. He's not here to participate, he's still here to compete. Only time will reveal what comes next. But until then, Hamilton's story at Ferrari continues. Complicated, unpredictable, and full of fight.